Good afternoon and welcome to the Gus in Waupun. I'm Steve Witterhack and Randy Armgren joining me. And here we are doing another game. Saw an exciting sectional semifinal girls softball game earlier today. And that saw the Waupun Lady Warriors win that game 5-1. They'll be playing tomorrow at 5 at Winnicott against Denmark, the game to go to state. So that's pretty exciting stuff. And here we are, kind of a week behind what the girls are in the regional semifinals. Waupun, the boys, playing at home against the Plymouth Panthers out of the ECC.
Yeah, again, another conference full, just like we saw with the girls team today. And I wish it could be otherwise, but it isn't. And Waupun's had great success against Plymouth this year, so I'm sure they're feeling very confident about their chances today.
Yeah, I like how things are going for the Waupun Warriors so far this season. And they played against Plymouth. The Waupun boys did a couple of games. And we're going to talk about that in the pregame show, how those games went. Had to play in a doubleheader because it was toward the end of the season. They couldn't play on Tuesday because of the weather. Everything got moved to Waupun in that doubleheader. You weren't umping that, were you?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay. But we're going to talk about those games. But, again, it's a regional semifinal in this ball game against the Plymouth Panthers, and we will be back and talk a little bit more about these games that they played against each other, what Waupun's been doing here as of late. It's all coming your way as the pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales continues live from the Gus and Waupun on Radio Plus.
We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Every time we make you feel at home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
Where did I put the keys?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Crack the window in here for a breeze.
Call Allphase so you don't sneeze.
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, and orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top raw and roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
And we are back at the Gus in Waupun. Steve Witterhack with Randy Armgren. Got a beautiful day to call two baseball games. You can't ask for a better day with sun shining, not a whole lot of wind. I don't know if it's picked up. No, it hasn't picked up here either. And just a great day to get a couple games into the postseason for Waupun High School.
Yeah, hopefully the boys' team is as successful as the girls' team were earlier today. And, again, congratulations to Coach Josh Novice and the Lady Warriors for that great victory they had against a conference foe.
Yeah, that was a nice win, of course, highlighted by the mosquito keeps on flying in front of me.
The same problem.
Little bugger here, bugging me here, but yeah, it was a nice job by Waupun and Aaliyah Mawalda with a grand slam in that ball game off the glove of the left fielder and over the fence, and pretty impressive. That was the difference in the ball game. That put Waupun up 5-1, and that's what they won by in that ball game. So again, a impressive victory for the Waupun Lady Warriors, and now they're going to play a hot team with Denmark coming up tomorrow. We'll have that game 5 o'clock start on that at Winneconne for a sectional championship, and if you win, you go to state. So exciting stuff. Now, Waupun has played their opponent here today in this baseball game, Plymouth, a couple times. Back on the 22nd, they did a doubleheader. And was that here, Scott? They played here in Waupun when they played Plymouth, a doubleheader? Yeah, they played right here for that ball game. Waupun winning big both games. Won the first game 12-2. Jake Krieger, today's starting pitcher for Waupun, had 5 innings pitched, only gave up a hit, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts in that game. And then Waupun won the second game with Logan Prawl pitching 5 innings in that game. And Waupun wins 12-0, and only 3 hitter for Logan Prawl in that ball game. So a couple impressive, easy victories against Plymouth in their game that they played just about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, what we know from seeing some of the tournament action around the state, both softball and baseball, is never take anything for granted and don't ever overlook any team because that's the way teams get beat, and it's happened. There's been a number of upsets in the state already this year, so you got to take care of yourself, what you're doing on the field against every opponent.
We'll take a look at what North Fond du Lac did Plymouth, I should say, against North Fond du Lac in their game last week, Thursday. Plymouth winning 9-0, but we'll kind of break that game down just a little bit. We'll look at the bracket yet as we look into the Division II regional and sectional bracket and the teams that are in it and possible opponents for Waupun in the future. So that's all coming your way as we continue on with the pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. We're live from the Gus in Waupun as they get set to take on the Plymouth Panthers in a regional semifinal on Radio Plus.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
Attention neuropathy sufferers, I've got some good news for you. Hello friends, this is Dr. Randall Blahoviak from New Medical Center. Do you have numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Does it feel like you are always walking around on a balled up sock? Have you stopped doing the things you love because the pain in your feet makes it impossible? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you may have neuropathy. Over 25 million Americans are currently dealing with this crippling disease, and just like you, most of them are frustrated with the lack of effective treatments that are available. Well, that ends today. At New Medical Center, we have successfully treated thousands of neuropathy patients, not only slowing or stopping the progression of this devastating condition, but in many cases reversing it. If you are tired of taking dangerous medications that only numb the senses and do nothing to treat your actual disease, it's time to see the doctors at New Medical Center, where we've designed a treatment plan to address the causes of neuropathy. Don't lose hope. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 now for more information or to schedule an appointment. Or check us out on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back to the Gus in Waupun. I'm Steve Winterhack. I felt pretty honored. I got to see a couple of ex-players here for Waupun. You see Colin out there and Jordan DeBoer?
No, I did not see them here today.
Yeah, they're here. It is Nylitz. It's Nylitz, okay. Pickard, and we're getting some pronunciations from Scott. And yeah, it's good to see those two guys. A couple of guys have some nice careers here as Waupun baseball players, and of course, their dad, of course, passing away, and a nice little sign for Kevin out there in left center field. But again, Waupun taking on the Plymouth Panthers, a team that Waupun beat handily a couple of games. And Panthers, they had to play a game in the first round to get to this ball game, and they are 9-11 on the season, but they had to play North Fond du Lac, beat them 9-0 in that ball game. And Jackson at Nylitz had 4 RBIs and 3 hits, triple, and crossed home plate a couple times. Cole Kuhn was the winning pitcher, pitched 5 innings in that ball game, 9 strikeouts, only gave up a hit in his 5 innings, and also crossed home plate a couple times. So had some nice performances by a few guys on the team to get that victory, to get to play against a team that handled you pretty easily last time you played. So it'll be interesting to see what they might want to do differently against Waupun, their approach in this game.
Yeah, 3 times is always tough, and I think Waupun just feels good about themselves here on the turf. And to be honest with you, I don't know, Waupun has not played real well sometimes throughout this season, but I think right now they have plenty of talent. They understand what needs to be done, and they're certainly good enough to make a deep run here in the tournament. And I think it just comes down to getting themselves totally focused and ready to go here once they get into the regional and maybe potentially sectional action.
Scott Van Galen giving the starting lineups and the entire roster for both teams on the field right now. And we'll come back and take a look at the starters and bring you the beginning of today's game. Waupun getting set to take on the Plymouth Panthers in a regional semifinal in Division II. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
We are back at the Gus. Beautiful night for baseball, a regional semifinal in Division II. And the Waupun Warriors getting set to take on the Plymouth Panthers. Let's take a look at Waupun defensively. Jake Krieger out on the mound right now warming up for Waupun. 3-2 on the season with a 2.47 ERA. Chase Beam, solid catcher for Waupun. Landon Potrat's over at first base. Landon Richter is over at second base. Logan Prawl, the shortstop. Graham Gopalan is over at third base. Left to right in Waupun's outfield, Trey Schmidt, Bryant Ferris, and Brennan Redeker. So got your ace pitcher on the mound for you right now with Jake out there. Pretty solid guy that can bring some fastballs. Got good movement on his curveball and breaking pitches, and just a good experienced senior on the mound now for Waupun.
Yeah, Krieger throws strikes for the most part, and he's got a nice breaking pitch. I don't know what he even calls it, but it's more of a 12-6 breaking ball right down into the hitters below the knees in the shin area. He gets a lot of chases on that pitch. Guys think it's going to be a strike, and they go after it, and it's almost unhittable. So that's, I would say, one of his best pitches.
And you should know, you've been behind home plate probably calling a few games that he pitched this year.
I have not seen him this year at
all.
Not
this
no,
year, huh?
No,
okay.
I don't know if I've seen him pitch much. A lot of the games I'm involved with are non-conference games, and those are the games that he usually gets the night off. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the batting order for the Plymouth Panthers. Aiden DeMunk will be starting things out. Will Krebsbeck will be batting second. He's the right fielder. Then center fielder Jackson Nilitz. Their cleanup batter is Cole Kuhn, and he's their pitcher today. And first baseman Brett Shutter. Ian Schweitzer is the catcher and batting sixth. After that, DH Barrett Helmer. Augie Eigenberger is the shortstop and batting eighth. And rounding up their batting order is Liam O'Toole, the left fielder. And Oliver Pickard will be playing a third base, but not batting. He's being DH4 in the ball game. Unless you're a Star Wars fan, then it's Picard. So, but otherwise, I think the family prefers Pickard. Anybody Star Wars fan with the Picard from Star Wars?
I have to admit, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's how clueless I am on that, that
you're
reference.
Clueless. Star Wars people are going, oh, man. And here we go. First pitch up in the air towards center field. Bryant Ferris coming up, and nice little casual run to get to the ball for out number one. One pitch, one out. Yeah,
hopefully that's not coming over the airwaves and get a little bit of a crackle in my headset here. So hopefully it sounds good to the people out there.
Okay, now we got left-handed hitter Will Krebsbach up to bat. Captain Luc Picard from the Star Trek. We'll have to educate Randy on that.
Yeah. Known all about Star Wars most of my life, having 3 sons, but I guess I don't know wouldn't be very good on Star Wars trivia.
I don't know a lot about it, but just enough. Yeah, as a strike, well, we got to get the rhythm of the umpire. A nice slow move and called a strike, so keeps us in a little suspense. Krebsbach on the season batting .357 for the Panthers. I said that before, maybe missed our trip. Now they got the highway all fixed to go all the way to Plymouth. Now we don't have Plymouth on our conference anymore. That's kind of sad. I kind of enjoyed that ride over there once they expanded that. Much faster trip. This has popped out high in the air out towards left field, and underneath it is Trey Schmidt for out number 2. A couple pop-outs to get things going here for the Panthers, and that'll bring up Jackson Nilitz to the plate. Nilitz is batting .600 on the season. Looks like doesn't have maybe he was out with an injury or something. I'm not sure, but he just had 11 games compared to a lot of the guys with their games, 20-something games that they had during the season.
Yeah. Would make sense considering the numbers he put up in those 11 contests.
Plus, he is a senior too, so it wasn't like he was down on JV or anything.
No, he's
batting that kind.
Hitting well.
This one is down in the dirt for ball 1. Cole Kuhn, cleanup batter and pitcher for today's game, is awaiting on deck. Cole actually was the pitcher on Thursday too in that game against North Fond du Lac. Ooh, and that one hits him right in the left shoulder. So hit by pitch is Jackson Nilitz heading to first base with 2 down. I think Jake was waiting for that thing to curve and break in. It just kind of stayed there and hit him on the shoulder. So a base runner for Plymouth with 2 down. And Cole Kuhn, the pitcher for today for the Panthers, up to bat.
Nilitz, he wasn't going to make too much of an effort to get out of the way of that slow breaking ball from Krieger.
Kuhn batting .333 on the season.
Yeah, big right-hander, big kid, good legs under him.
It's a nice little swing on that one. Gets underneath and pulls it well out of play over in the left field side. Turned on it pretty nice, though. Nice strong swing.
He looks imposing in the box, I'll tell you that. Looks like a guy that could hit balls out here. Getting a little bit of a wind now from the right field foul pole towards the left field foul pole.
So 1-1 the count on Cole Kuhn. Next pitch, a strike, no offer. Puts the count now at 1-2.
Might be the most relaxed home plate umpire. I'm not familiar with these guys at all. He is just, smooth and slow and happy out there, it seems like.
Oh, swing and a miss. Nasty little pitch there from Krieger, and that retires the side. One player gets to first base, hit by a pitch. Otherwise, a strikeout, couple pop-outs. Nobody scores, and after 1/2 inning, no score in the ball game. Back with Waupun's half of inning number 1. Coming your way in just a minute on Radio Plus Sports.
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
You want me to rake the leaves?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
No, I don't remember Louise.
This is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. It's best to get them clean now. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Can't say I've ever been overseas.
Call Allphase to stop your sneeze.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are are the right choice for your equipment. The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz.
Okay, we're back. A nice start for Waupun, keeping Plymouth off the board. And let's take a look at Waupun's batting order. Starting out with Bryant Ferris. Grandpa Dave watching from out in Idaho again, so way to go, Idaho. And he also, let's go, boys. Let's make it a good day, and sorry that we missed you at the graduation.
Yes.
Both of us missed. I hate that I missed that, too, and I wanted to meet Dave and the family members that are regular viewers of the basketball games that we did and the baseball games, so I'm sorry. So maybe one of these Ferris boys will get married here in the next few years, so we can meet you there if we get invited to the wedding. I don't know, but thanks for joining us, Dave, and also we got Dean Stelso. He is viewing down at Judd's. It's a good place to go down and watch the game there.
Watch it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Maybe get a few people to gather around and have your own little celebratory party whenever Waupun does something well.
So Brian Ferris up first. Graham Gopalin is awaiting on deck. Logan Prawl batting third. Chase Beam, the cleanup batter. Jake Krieger is the fifth batter. Batting number 6, Brennan Redeker. Comes the first pitch for Plymouth, and Cole Kuhn. A little zip on his pitch. Called strike on the first pitch in. Also Landon Richter will be batting seventh, followed by Trey Schmidt and Jonas Buckles. Next one's going to stay high, ball. I just picture this umpire's doing a great job and everything. I just like his little slow, deliberate demeanor there. It sounds like, I would guess he's listening to Pink Floyd comfortably numb on his way into the game here today, and he's feeling pretty relaxed.
He's sporting a pretty good handlebar mustache. I know that. Things down below his chin.
Yeah, not anything about his he's nice. I like his approach. Nice and chill and laid back.
Looks like Greg Owens back there
Yeah.
with his big mustache.
Comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is down low. Puts the count now at 2-2.
One thing with Brian Ferris, he really knows the strike zone. He doesn't swing at balls out of the zone. He's a senior, a lot of experience.
Comes a 2-2 pitch. That one's inside. Dave Turner said he's actually supporting from Thailand.
Thailand? Wow.
Is that that's not like one of those small little towns in Idaho, like Thailand, Idaho, or anything like that. So, out in Thailand. So, wow, we're going international, Dave. Thanks for doing that for us. Janie Patrikas also, so go get 'em, Warriors. Next pitch swung on, fouled back into the netting. And we've got Cam here doing our video streaming here for us today. Cam joining us for his first game here at the Gus in Waupun. So, got him doing a few softball games, and he's been working. Does a great job for us. And this is hit high in the air out towards left center field. Left fielder Liam O'Toole gets called off by the center fielder Jackson Nylitz. First he was kind of holding him off, and Nylitz says, "No, I call that, and I'm going to take it." So Nylitz hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Graham Gopalin. If you want to let us know you're out there, make sure to hit the chat and
challenge our baseball group to do as well as the softball listeners. We had a lot of people on the chat line tuning in and letting us know they are watching that broadcast.
If we get 1 million chat people that check in, we get a contract with Nike, I guess. So that's and get to live in a mansion. Like, you see those YouTubers, those people?
I know.
Got all these people that follow them, and this is all they do, and they just do the dumbest things, but dumb all the way to the bank. We're living in mansions, and we're driving sports cars. And
Dave Turner says that Dave Ferris, the other grandfather, is the one in Thailand.
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
See if we would have been, if we would have been at the graduation party, we would have known all that stuff. It would have been a mystery to us. But we're still going international, so that's good.
Uncle Zach and Aunt Meg watching from Idaho. All right.
We missed meeting Zach and Meg, too.
I know. So disappointing.
Probably has some great food there, too. They'll probably rub it in a little bit. But okay, hopefully down the road we'll get a chance to meet all those people that joined us. 1-2 the count now to Graham. Oh, chases one outside, and it's going to get picked up by the catcher. Throws to first to get the out. So we'll strike out on Graham Gopal, and a fly out, a strikeout now, Logan Prawl will come up to bat for Waupun. Prawl batting .429 on the season.
Yeah, lofty numbers, I'll tell you that.
Definitely plans on getting on base. He's got a slide and mitt in the back pocket ready to go.
He's up there in stolen bases. Prawl has 17 on the season. Gopal leads the team with 18, and Ferris has 16. Three guys that can make things happen on the base paths.
Yeah, fun watching Logan out on the football field. He's a great guy to get that ball to and open in the open field. He's got some pretty fancy footwork out there. He's got some nice speed, and he can go from 0 to 60 in a hurry. And
almost comical at times.
Yeah.
The way he made people miss.
He credited his dad with his fancy footwork, I guess, is what he told us when we asked him after one of the football games. But it's been fun watching him over here. Basketball player missed some of the season early, but came back, had a nice basketball season. I kind of think his favorite sport is baseball. That's just my guess. Chopper over towards third base. Pickard picks it up, throws it up, a one-hopper, which, of course, here at Waupun will give you a nice true hop right in the glove of Brett Shutter. And Waupun comes up empty, a 1-2-3 inning. One strikeout, nobody reaches, and no score after one complete here at the Gus in Waupun. Back with the top of the second inning coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back at the Gus and Waupun. Steve and Randy with you. Cam on the switching right now, taking care of the video stuff for us. Thanks for joining us here today. 44 computers logged on and joining us. And don't forget, you can also listen on the radio at 103.3 FM and also AM 1170. And if you're in the Fond du Lac area, you can tell if you get some Fond du Lac family over there, go to 93.7 FM.
AM carries a long ways in the daytime. Yeah, you can listen to that maybe to Plymouth. It's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
It'd be close. That'd be right about the border, I would think.
Well, here we go. We got number 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order coming up, starting with Cole Kuhn. First pitch that he sees. He is popped over in foul territory, and Landon Potratz calls the pitcher Jake Krieger off and hauls it in for out number 1. Not sure if there's any people watching over at the Potratz residence. We know there was some over there for the softball game earlier today over at the Barrage. Kind of Cunningham over there. Kenya Potratz over there following the girls' game. Jacob Sloan says, let's go Warriors. And that's a called strike on the first pitch into Ian Schweitzer.
Very good pitch there by Krieger. Outside edge, down around the knees.
It's been close to hitting somebody along the fence. There are some people along the fence and sitting past the dugout down the first base line. Of course, Waupun has their little area that's in front of the concession stand. Quite a few people along the fence on the left field and third base side.
Good crowd here. Very nice crowd.
Nobody hanging on the fence. Taller outfield fence like there was during the softball game, all along from right field to left field, people along the fence. Some of them got a very good view of that grand slam that just barely cleared off the glove of the left fielder, then over the fence.
Close pitch right there. Chase Beam trying to pull it up a little bit and frame it.
1-2 the count now on Ian Schweitzer, their catcher. This is on the next one, too. Puts the count now at 2-2. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Curve that one in there and it's fouled back. Stay alive. He is Schweitzer. Barrett Hilmer waiting on deck. Is their DH. Their 2-2 pitch. Another one fought off and hit out of play.
Keep battling if you're a hitter. I mean, Waupun, I thought Ferris did a good job of extending that at-bat, just like we're seeing right now here from Schweitzer. And, in baseball, you have that pitch count. It can really come into play. Try and get that every pitch counts.
And a sharply hit ball. Second hop hops up too high for Waupun shortstop Logan Prawl. Off his glove, off his chest, and a error over at shortstop on Prawl. Puts a runner at first base. So one down, runner on. And that will bring up Barrett Helmer, the designated hitter, up to bat.
It's going to bring in number 99 as a courtesy runner. No, I would say no. He's coming in for the catcher. That makes sense. Courtesy.
First pitch into Helmer, misses low for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball right down Main Street. No offer from Helmer. Puts the count at 1-1. Yeah, trip up to familiar grounds for Randy and I tomorrow. Up to Winneconne. Home of the Wolves. And this is hit over towards third base. Picked up over there by Gopal and throws to second. And they do get the double play. Nice job. 5-4-3 double play for Waupun to end the threat for Plymouth here in the top of the second inning. So after 1.5, no score in the game yet. Back with Waupun's half of inning number 2 coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with New Med Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Welcome back to Waupun. Waupun gets a chance to see if they get a base runner here, get things going. Went down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of inning number 1. No score in the game here on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard. And coming up for Waupun, 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order, Chase Beam, Jake Krieger, and Brennan Redeker.
Chase Beam having a nice season at the plate. He's had a number of games with multiple hits, able to drive balls. He's really at his best, I think, when he hits the ball a little bit the opposite way, right center. He hits with power. Had some triples for a catcher.
Ooh. That one sails right almost behind his helmet over the top of him. And crazy wild pitch there from Cole Kuhn. Little reaction from the Waupun dugout after that.
Chase Beam kind of looking back at the umpire saying, what just happened? Oh, man.
This pitch is swung on and fouled back. Yeah, it's been fun watching Chase. He was already a full-grown man when he came up to high school, so we can't say we watched him grow, but we, as a quarterback on the football team, does a great job out there.
He's a good leader. He's matured a lot as a player, I think. And
next one fouled back into the screen. Of course, hockey, I never saw him play hockey, and I know that's a big thing in the Beam household. His brother, a very good top-notch hockey player. 1-2 the count now to Chase. And this is hit out towards center field and right into the glove of Nylitz. Jackson Nylitz had to come up a few steps, but just kept on carrying out there on a line drive and right into the glove of their center fielder. So 1 up, 1 down. Jake Krieger coming up to bat now for Waupun.
There's that leadership right there. Beam talking to Krieger, telling him what he saw from the pitcher. You know, getting a little information maybe and what he's throwing, what Kuhn is throwing.
I saw that today, especially with Addie Braun, when she would come off the field after getting walked, and then she'd walk over and tell the on-deck batter what she saw. Ooh, very flexible. Luckily for Jake, on a fastball comes way inside, and just turns his body into his big C, the letter C, and gets out of the way.
Kuhn's trying to send a little message about who owns the plate.
Yeah, backing the guys off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because everything else looks pretty accurate after he's done that.
The first one to Beam behind his back, and that one to Krieger way in the box.
Yeah, I think it was a fastball that he got hit by earlier in the ball game. It was one he can kind of feel bad about wearing. It was the 1-2 pitch. That one high and tight. Puts the count at 2-2. Up to 63 computers logged on, joining us. Thanks for joining us. Steve Witterhack, Randy Armga with you. Beautiful day for softball and for some baseball. Our second game of the day for us. Fouls the next pitch off. Stays alive. Count remains 2-2.
If you haven't followed, girls softball winning 5-1 today against Kewaskum. Grand slam by Bawalda.
Yeah, exciting stuff. It's going to miss just off the plate, makes the count 3-2. Yeah, that earns Waupun a trip to the sectional championship against Denmark coming up tomorrow over at Winneconne. We'll be at that game tomorrow. Starts at 5 o'clock. You win that game, you head to the state tournament at Goodman Diamond in Madison. 3-2 pitch. That one's going to miss. And Krieger gets issued a walk, the first base runner for Waupun in the ball game. And that'll bring in Brennan Redeker to the plate now for Waupun. I also found out from Coach Navis that it also earned Waupun with that victory today. Earned Waupun a trip to Division I for baseball next year. He said there's a point system, and that was the 6th point that would get them to have to move up a division. So they're going to be a Division I team. Little old Waupun against all the big D1 schools out there. That's the postseason.
That's a game changer right there.
Yeah. So it happened to Freedom Softball, too.
That's right.
Just by the game they got to us, that same spot, got to the sectional championship game, and just being in that game alone got them to D1. I'm not sure what helps you get back down to D2 unless you're getting destroyed up there and not competitive, but not sure how long you got to stay up there.
Redeker is a guy that can drive the ball the opposite way. He's had some success going to right field.
So chopper now over to shortstop. Eigenberger picks it up, flicks over to second base. A throw to first He is not in time, but they did get the lead runner over there. So still a runner at first base, but 2 down. And Landon Richter is now up to bat for Waupun. Landon batting .281 on the season. Sharply hit ball past the third baseman out to left field. Runners now at first and second base.
That ball was smoked off the turf. You got to have quick reflexes when you're on that hot corner, especially on turf field.
So there we go. Waupun with their first base hit of the ball game, and that well-hit ball by Richter, and that will now bring up Trey Schmidt, left fielder for Waupun.
Trey's having a nice season. Another kid, he's not a big guy, but he's got a little pop in his bat. Bat speed, he can gap balls.
Yeah, we've seen him in some big moments, actually help win games. This is going to bounce over the top of the pitcher, and throw to first base is in time. He dives to try to get there first, but they get the play over at first base. So Waupun comes up empty, and after 2 complete, no score in the game. And we'll be back with the top of the third inning right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Welcome back to the Gus and Waupun. You're hanging out with Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga.
Hanging out. I like that.
Just
like our home
here.
plate umpire. He's kind of
yeah.
He's pretty chill. We're just saying he's doing a nice job. But yeah, we're joking about how chill he is behind the plate.
Yeah. Looks like he'd be into the same kind of music we're into, the little 70s stuff. Just guessing he's a music fan with that stash he's got on.
Could be close to our age.
Yeah. We go, number 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order coming up now for the Plymouth Panthers, beginning with Augie Eigenberger, their shortstop. Be followed by Liam O'Toole, and back to the top of the order with Aiden DeMonk. Takes a little off that one, catches the outside part of the plate. Nice little pitch there from Krieger. No offer from Eigenberger.
Krieger sporting the high stockings, stirrups.
Yeah, that's the way they were when I was playing Little League Baseball in town. You wore depending on what color your team had, mine were always the Twins, and there was these tall orange socks that we wore back in the day. And that's a nicely hit ball out to left field. A base hit off the bat of Augie Eigenberger to start things out for Plymouth here in the top of inning number 3. Yeah, they're coming out going toe-to-toe with Waupun. No score in the game yet. Waupun owned them the first those 2 games that they played in that doubleheader.
Yeah, 12-0 or 12-2 and 12-0.
Yeah.
That's why we talked about that. Everything has to be done right.
Does bunt the runner over to second base. Doing his job as Liam O'Toole. Sacrifice bunt. That does move the runner over to second base, so runner at second, scoring position. Back to the top of the order now with Aiden DeMonk. He saw one pitch when he got up to bat and popped that out to center field. Pitchers like those guys that like to jump on with the pitch count, like to jump on those early. And then get the out at the end. One's going to miss low and outside for ball one.
Anyone that's not familiar, 100 pitches is all you can throw in a high school game.
So pop back in, out of play. No effort there from Doug Dish to catch that one. I wouldn't either. They had it right beside him. Now he picks it up. 1-1 the count now. On the top of their order, Aiden DeMunk. That runner at second base. No score in the game yet. Top of the third inning. Swings on the next one and fouls it back.
Krieger says if you're going to be ahead of the other pitch, I'll throw this one even slower. And had him way out on his front foot. I'll see if Jake can come back with some heat, possibly.
1-2 count. So get retired this batter right. This one's down to the dirt, and a good job by Chase Beam to keep that in front of him. Keeps the runner at second base. 2-2 the count.
And Beam has always had a good throwing arm. I think as a receiver, he's really gotten better. Blocks pitches. He frames really well.
And this is going to make its way out to center field. Runner held up a little bit to make sure that Logan Prawl didn't haul it in behind second base. But now runners at the corners, and the Panthers threatening here in this ball game in the top of the third inning.
Just out of the reach of Logan Prawl, not by much.
Yeah, nice sharply hit ball. Congratulations, Brewers winning today to go 34-29 of the season, a 9-1 victory.
I saw that.
At Cincinnati against the Reds today. And the coach is going to come out. Let's take a break right now. Back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
A short little visit out on the mound for Travis Hull, talking to his infield, his pitcher with runners at the corners. And one down, and you're in the top of the batting order. You got number 2 at the batting order up now with Will Krebsbach. So you got a dangerous hitter up, left-handed hitter. Flew out to left field his last at bat.
Krieger needs another sharply hit ground ball here for potential double play.
Oof, gave him the timeout just before Krieger delivered, so no pitch on that one for Krieger.
And he was a strike as well. Fastball down Main Street.
So there we go, starting over again with Krebsbach. Runners at the corners in a scoreless ball game, top of the third. Showing bunt, brings it back, and runner steals, and it's the second that goes all the way out to the base there. It looked like Logan Prawl was kind of coming up for that short throw. But now runners at second and third base for Plymouth, being aggressive here to this top of the third inning against the Warriors.
I'm not sure if there was miscommunication there or exactly what happened. Just ball went all the way through, but no tag attempt made.
Yeah, just after the meeting with the coach, and didn't look right with that. That is a strike. 0-2 the count for Krebsbach. Big opportunity here for the Panthers, and this one right back at Jake. Knocks it down. He's going to go home with it, and they're going to get the out at home. So they take the official out, home plate umpire out too. The runner trying to get around the tag and runs into the home plate umpire.
A good play by Krieger right there. Off his body, is able to grab it. Had the wits about him to see the runner breaking and make a play at the plate.
And it's kind of questionable if he's going to get it there in time, but just the perfectly executed play by Jake to get that out. So
I don't think the home plate umpire expected him to come home either. He had himself in a bad position there.
Yeah, and with the runner trying to get away from where the tag was on the end, towards the pitcher's mound, he was kind of going out to the back of the plate, and that's when he took the umpire out. So, but 2 down. The other runner does advance over to third base, so runners again at the corners.
The key is 2 outs after all that. Nobody has scored yet.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So now Jackson Nylett's coming up. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning.
Krieger looks to be fine. He took that, looked like he got it right maybe in the abdomen or the ribs, left side. Did you see where Brandon Woodruff making his last start in the minors before he was going to be called up, and he took a line drive in the elbow?
Yeah.
Gosh, guy can't catch a break.
And the sharply hit ball out. This is going to bring in at least a run. It's going to make it all the way to the fence. This is going to bring in 2 runs now for the Panthers. A 2-run. Oh, now they're going to hold him up. I think that was a great decision at third base. Thought that guy was going to easily score on that from coming around to get the second run. But Waupun trailing now 1-0. And luckily they're not down 2-0 right now.
Yeah, he was almost at third before the ball came into Prahl, even close to Prahl. Very conservative there at third base.
Okay. So runners at second and third with a run in.
That's the best hit ball of the ball game so far.
That was a nice one. You got Ferris out there with a great speed and great reaction time out there, and he had to chase that one all the way to the fence from where he's at right now. So that brings up Cole Kuhn to the plate. The runners at second and third. He's the cleanup batter in the batting order for the Panthers. Ooh. Yeah, they're going to say he went, which I thought he went. I thought he was across the plate on that.
That's a tough call from the C position for a field umpire. You got to be quite sure about it. And probably the right call.
Puts the count 0-2 now on Kuhn. Digs a hole here with 2 down. His runners at second and third. Pond, though, finds himself trailing in this ball game 1-0. This one is offer but foul. Keeps the count at 0-2. Yeah, pretty good crew actually here from Plymouth watching their team play.
Much more overcast now than it was earlier, and a little cooler.
Plymouth 4-7 in the East Central Conference this year. Tough conference with teams like Waupun and Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Kewaskum. Waupun didn't meet up with those teams, Kewaskum and Kettle Moraine Lutheran, until the end of the season. They had trouble with them, losing all those games. 1-2 the count now to Kuhn. Brett Shutter on deck. That's going to miss off the plate. Puts the count at 2-2.
Very similar to the softball in that conference. Kettle Moraine and Kewaskum, Waupun, all the leaders in that conference.
Pitches out and stays alive, forcing Krieger to have to throw another pitch. It's tough at bat here for Cole Kuhn. 2-2 the count. Here we go, 2-2, 2 down, runners at second and third. Boy, fooled him on that one. Last second bad decision, a swing and a miss. Maybe did he catch the ball into the, fouled it off a little bit? I'm not sure, but still strike 3 no matter which way you look at it.
I don't think he did. I think it was a straight swing and a miss.
Okay, so Waupun does give up a run and trail this game now 1-0. See if Waupun has an answer in the bottom of the third inning, coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top raw and roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week. Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
And we are back after getting some nice compliments from Scott Van Galen as he's leaving. And here we are going to the bottom of the third inning with Waupun trailing now 1-0. Who's guarding the barrage here today if the gatekeeper is here? I know your daughter's over there. No broadcast. Yeah, I know there are people there because they contacted us. So. Oh, she is? Okay.
Yeah, she was.
Never mind.
During softball, she was in the barrage.
Yeah.
Aaron Potratz filling in for Van Galen now. Relief pitcher, or a relief announcer.
Yep. Jonah Buckles coming up now, number 9 in the batting order, starting things up for Waupun to see if they've got an answer here after giving up a run, and should have probably for sure been one more run that actually crossed the home plate, but here we are, Waupun finding themselves trailing against a team that they beat 12-2, 12-0 in their doubleheader a few weeks ago.
Pitch misses low. If Buckles can get it started from that 9 slot, find any way to get on base, get a big inning going, put some crooked numbers on the board.
That's going to miss low and away, a 3-0 count. So let's see, now we can, the 3-0 count. Something happened. If they're going to give us a free base, we'll take it. Cole Kuhn on the mound. Right down the middle of that one, taken all the way was Buckhouse, makes it count 3-1.
Jonas going with no batting gloves, one of the rare people that does that, likes the natural feel.
And swing and a miss on the next one, now a 3-2 count. On the chase on ball 4 on that last pitch. Makes it a 3-2 count now to Jonas. Here's the pitch from Kuhn. And bounces that one across the plate. So Jonas offered a free pass. That's a good way to start up the inning for Waupun. Get on any way you can. And that'll bring up Brian Ferris back to the top of the order now for the Warriors.
Kuhn made it easy for Buckles. It wasn't even close on that pitch. All right, see if we can get it going here. Top of the order, Brian Ferris.
Brian flew out to center field back in the first inning. That's a guy you always like to get on with Bryant out there with a great sense. Oh, and then Jonas gets caught off the base, but they throw behind him, and he was so far up the line that he easily made it to second base. So misplay there by the Plymouth Panthers on how they handled that. And good base running for Jonas, getting himself to second base.
Yeah, he made the right decision. He got off, as you said, so far that once he saw the throw coming behind him, just take off, got in easily.
Here you go. So we'll go to aggressive base running as Waupun as a runner at scoring position. It's going to get called a strike on the next pitch in. Puts the count now at 1-1. A showing bunt. Graham Gopalan waiting on deck now for Waupun. Comes up high in the next pitch, and Bryant gets the bat out of the way. 2-1 the count.
I mentioned Buckles comes up, no batting gloves, no anything. Ferris comes up. He's got 2 gloves on. He's got tape on his wrist. He's got a sleeve on. He's got an elbow guard. He brings all the gear to home plate.
And that one's going to get pulled on the ground foul over on the third base side.
Oven mitt in his back pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he could bring up there.
I know.
They
got all the accessories you could possibly buy at the sports store for his trip up to the plate.
His mom probably bought that all. Yeah, Dad wouldn't buy that for him.
No, I think that's
Otis would say, nah, he'll
that's
get
a
up there
Tara
with bare hands.
purchase
Yeah,
there.
Tara, shield. Yeah, whatever you need, kid.
Spoiling the baby in the family. 2-2. That's going to miss off the plate. Makes it a 3-2 count.
Once again, get that pitch count up.
Three-two the count. Runner in scoring position for Waupun. Nobody out. And that is popped in the air in the infield. Looks like Cole Kuhn, the pitcher, is going to call for it right off the front of the. Nobody's standing over at third, and then three guys head over to third base. But Jonas seemed pretty ready just to stay at second base. But the whole infield came in, and for a split second there was nobody over on that side of the field. But that's one out for Waupun, and Buckle's still at second base.
It would have been a foot race to third, and
yeah.
I think a couple of guys closer than Jonas, it would have been difficult to get there. They're only 60 feet away and not 90.
And tight on the next first pitch into Graham. Puts the count at 1-0. Graham struck out back in the first inning. Next one misses.
Close.
Yeah.
A little bit up. Yeah, that's what the umpire is saying, too. That was up. Yeah, big breaking pitch. Front of the plate. Probably was a bit high.
That one was close. Looking around, waiting for a call on that one. 2-0. The count now, and then misses low on the next pitch. Puts the count now at 3-0. 3-0 the count now on Graham. Takes all the way on that one. That's a called strike. Puts the count at 3-1. So 3-1. Waupun again trailing 1-0. See if they can get a run across the plate. That's off the plate. That puts a runner on. So runners now at first and second base for the Warriors. A couple of walks to get him on. And that will bring up Logan Prawl. Logan grounded out to the third baseman in Waupun's first inning. Again, the winner of this ball game will be playing coming up next week. Where we are on here. Coming up next week, Tuesday. Well, I don't know what they're. I guess maybe tomorrow they'll probably be playing. What am I thinking here? Just moving the game back a day. So, yeah, they'd be playing tomorrow probably for the regional championship.
I think it would be tomorrow, yes.
And Campbellsport is playing at home against Xavier. Winner of that game will be playing the winner of this game coming up tomorrow.
Girls sectional finals and boys regional finals would be the same day. That makes sense.
Yeah, they had them kind of staggered except for that first day of it, but with that rain, everything getting moved to the same day today. And it messed us up a little bit.
A good knockdown right there by Ian Schweitzer. Would have been all the way to the backstop. Kind of backhanded it. Did a nice job keeping that ball in front.
One pitch. That's going to miss. Yeah, it looks like three teams in the conference playing in the upper half of this sectional. You've got Kewaskum taking on Ripon. Kewaskum, the number one seed in this part of the sectional. We're playing at Kewaskum here today. And it's Kiel hosting Winneconne in the upper half of this sectional. Next pitch misses. 3-1 the count. I would love to at least load those bases up and see what they can do with Chase Beam at the plate.
Just like that, Cole Kuhn cannot find the strike zone. Been a little erratic.
It's going to miss off the plate. Yeah, definitely off the plate on that one. Makes another walk issued. So 3 walks issued in the inning. You know, bases are loaded with one down and Chase Beam coming to the plate. That's what you want, your cleanup batter heading to the plate when you have bases loaded.
Kuhn wanted that pitch, but that pitch was definitely outside. Yeah, I mean
that wasn't as much agreement with the other one that he kind of looked at, but that one definitely was off the plate. So here we go. Waupun threatening now. See if they can take advantage. Only one down. You got your cleanup batter coming up. Jake Krieger waiting on deck. It's go time now for Waupun.
Offense huddling up with Coach Justin Schmidt at first base. Anytime the defense has a conference, the offense is allowed, and they have to end when the defense ends their conference.
So slow walk back into the dugout for the coach, and we are ready to play again. Chase Beam with a big opportunity to add a few RBIs to his total on the season.
Nobody you'd rather have at the plate in this situation than Beam. Very capable.
Pitch into Chase, and it kind of jams him, and then a little pop-off over towards first base. Everybody stays pat where they're at, so bases are loaded, but there's two down. Just kind of came in high and tight on him, and he fought it off at just a weak little pop-up over to first base to Shutter. 2 outs on the board now, and Jake Krieger steps to the plate for the Waupun.
Infield fly called immediately by both umpires, so it wouldn't have mattered if it dropped or not.
Strike one on the first pitch into Jake, no offer. Brennan Redeker waiting on deck. He's certainly hoping he gets a chance to bat here this inning.
Yeah, like Krieger help his own cause here. Clutch one.
Jake fouls one back and out of play. 0-2 the count, just like that on Jake. Big opportunity here. Waupun to get on the board. He needs to hit a little gapper, get a couple runs in. And with Prawl at first, who knows? He might be able to score from there. But this is going to be a bouncer over to first base. He's going to pick it up, flick it over to Kuhn covering first base. And Waupun comes up empty. Stranding 3 in the inning. And Waupun still trailing this game 1-0. Top of the 4th inning coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
And our good buddy Steve with us here at the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Perfect patio up and rolling here. Steve, talk about that for us.
It's nice outside. You should sit outside, have a beer, have some food. It's a great place to hang out on the weekends, even the evenings. So I'm checking it out. It's a nice place to sit.
Taking a look at, of course, your menu, lunch daily, 11 o'clock, right?
11 o'clock every day. Full menu. Fish fry all day on Friday. Great pizzas, great wraps, great burgers. Come down, check it out. There's always some specials going on. And then 16 tap lines of really good beer.
Yeah, taking a peek at some of these tap lines here. Perfect summer beverage needs.
Yeah, we've switched it over from our fall offering. It's gone lighter. It's gone fruitier. We've got a couple of stuff stashed in the cooler in reserve. So come down and drink some of these lines open so we get some of this new beer on.
Friday fish fry coming up Friday. That starts at 11 o'clock too.
11 o'clock on Friday. Call in early for your carryouts because they fill up quickly. So if you want to call in at 11 o'clock for a 5 o'clock carryout, go for it.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks.
And we are back for the top of the 4th inning. Disappointing outcome for Waupun. Didn't get a hit, but they did load the bases up, but stranded 3, couldn't get them in. Waupun still trails this game 1-0. And I know you mentioned off air, Andy, some of those things like this can kind of add up, and not a great thing if you're trying to get a little confidence and fire your team up to take this game here today.
Yeah, and it's, opportunities don't come along every inning, and right there Waupun had a chance to maybe put a couple of runs on the board. And
yeah, that was a trip through the top of a rotor, and you got your number 9 batter got on right away with nobody out. So, okay. See if Waupun can shut down Plymouth defensively here and get those bats back in the hand. But we're in the top of the 4th in a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Plymouth Panthers. Brett Shutter, the first baseman, up to bat right now. He flew out to first base back in the second inning.
And Waupun getting Buckles on to start that as the number 9 guy, and then never got a ball out of the infield after that.
No, relying too much on walks with the guys getting on that way, and
a little pop up to the pitcher and a pop up to the first baseman, and then a little ground out to first.
Ooh, nice little pitch over the inside part of the plate. Jake had just kind of shook off one of the signs from the catcher beam, and then he puts one right in the inside part of the plate. No offer, and 1 out with nobody on.
Those catchers, most of the catchers now wear the earpiece. That's legal, and it's legal in softball as well. Some people don't realize that. You can have one-way communication from the dugout to the catcher.
This is well low down in the dirt for ball 1.
Somewhat intended to help speed up the game, I guess. And instead of the catcher having to look into the dugout, get something from the coach, and then transfer it to the pitcher, they just can tell them. And
another low pitch puts the count now at 2-0 to Schweitzer. Barrett Helmer awaiting on deck. Check swing.
Yes.
And said he went. So there we go. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, I think another good call. That was close, but definitely offered at the pitch.
And that's hit up high in the air to center field, but just a few steps off to his right. Hauling in is Bryant Ferris for out number 2. Barrett Helmer now steps to the plate. He hit into that double play, a 5-4-3 double play back in the second inning. Pretty big guy at the plate now for the Plymouth Panthers. Hoppers on the first one, follows it down to the ground for strike 1.
There's that slow bender from Krieger. Tough to keep your hands back on that. They get a little ahead of themselves, get strided out, and then trying to put it in play. Difficult.
The 0-1 pitch now for Krieger. 2 down and nobody on. A 1-0 ball game. Upon giving up a run in the top of the third inning. One down in the dirt. A guy away from Jake. Wasn't happy with that. Kind of turned around right away. 2-1 the count.
After doing softball earlier and then baseball immediately following, it's definitely a bit of a slower game, isn't it, baseball?
There we go. This one's popped over. Looks like Landon Potratz is going to call for it and get it down the infield grass for out number 3. So there's a good inning for Waupun. A couple of flyouts, 1 strikeout. And we'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 4 coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Steve and Randy with you. Cam on the video streaming, and another person heard from, Tricia Visser, who was joined us for the softball victory for Waupun earlier today. Tricia, family member. So let's go, boys. Want to check in with us, hit the live chat and leave a message. Boys will be able to see that later if they watch the games. But and here we go. See if Waupun can get things going.
I don't know what Tricia's official title is, but yeah, she's kind of the one that puts out all the information for game changes and all that stuff. Does a lot of the work for Doug Dish.
Yeah, this is popped in the air out to short right center field. Second baseman gets underneath it and hauls it in. Aiden DeMunk catches it for out number 1. I think she enjoyed it. She speaks nothing but good things about the job that she has and likes being involved with the school district here. And got 3 kids that they're going to be putting through the Waupun School District and are right now.
3 daughters, right? 3 girls.
Yeah. A lot of girls on my sister's side. We finally had Lane in there, but Holly had 3 girls, and Patricia with their 3 girls. Then little Lane came along for Holly, so that's the one boy, grandchild from my sister's side. And we have the opposite. We got 5 boys, and finally at the end we got little Ray, the only girl. Got a good birthday on the 5th of October.
That's right. I'll never forget that one.
It's down to the dirt, makes the count now 3-0.
I just joked I have to make it to, I don't remember the exact, I have to make it to near 80 so I can celebrate Ray. Her 21st birthday. I'll be that old.
Cole Kuhn walked 3 last inning, but didn't give up a run. So it's just a little bit of lack of control, but kind of pulls it together when need be. And that one is going to miss. So a 1-out walk issued to Landon Richter. That'll bring up Trey Schmidt. Trey grounded out to third base back in the 2nd inning.
It's only the bottom of the 4th, but it's halfway through this game, but it's getting late. Waupun's going to make something happen here.
Yeah.
You don't want a team that you've beaten soundly twice to start feeling confident.
Yeah, there's no givens. It doesn't matter what you did during the season. You still got to play them in the postseason. We've seen some pretty unbelievable things, unexpected things happen in different sports. So
we've seen some 1-8 upsets in basketball a few times.
Yeah, the one I'll always go back to is that Columbus game in Waupun. Shouldn't have even made it to overtime in the game. We should have lost in regulation, but we did lose in overtime to a team that had like a 13-game losing streak.
Right.
Going, so that one always kind of sticks in. I'm sorry if Dan Damask is listening right now.
Yeah, he'd love it.
or Mason.
Love to remember that game.
I think it was Mason's last game too. Back on that, but that one kind of stands out. There's a few other ones. Yeah, nothing giving. They learned that in the softball tournament too, with a undefeated Fox Valley Lutheran, number 1 ranked team, undefeated. Thinking that they're going to be making it to state, and they lost in the sectional semifinals yesterday to the team that Waupun's going to be playing. So that's, nothing's given. Denmark knocked them off, and they knocked the number 3 team off.
Right.
In that Luxembourg-Casco game. It was ranked number 3 in the state, and the Luxembourg-Casco is a team that beat Waupun girls. So we'll see what happens coming up tomorrow. That sectional championship, you win, you go to state. Playing at Winneconne, and Randy and I'll be there to call that game. I'm not sure if Cam, are you coming yet? Oh, okay.
I think so. Okay. That was a confident answer there. I think so.
Mom, Dad, can I go to
something? You got something more
can
going
I do the
on?
game tomorrow?
Cam's a high school guy yet, so we appreciate what he does.
And safe over at second base. Now he is Richter, so he got a runner in scoring position. 3-1 the count. So again, Cole Kuhn getting himself in trouble with control. We'll take Cam any day. It's a great job.
My son Avery is a college roommate his freshman year. I just randomly they met the kid, and he said, he goes, I played on the Columbus basketball team. We beat he was reminding us right away about beating
About that game?
Waupun in that game, yeah. Well, that was a great game. The referees were trying to favor against us. We thought so as well. We were Waupun guys, but Columbus able to win that one.
3-2 the count now for Trey Schmidt. Another opportunity for Waupun to cross home plate here with a run on scoring position and loses them. So a couple of walks, back-to-back walks from Cole Kuhn. And that will bring up Jonas Buckles, who got on with a walk back in the third inning. Got himself all the way to third base, but we just couldn't get him in.
All that talk about upsets brings us full circle here. Waupun needs to get something done in the middle of this game here.
Go time right now. Runners at first and second base with one down. Number 9 in the batting order, Jonas Buckles, up to bat, and he hits a base hit out to right field. That will score. Well, they're going to bring it home, but that will score a run for Waupun. Runners now at the corners and a run in. An RBI single off the bat of Jonas Buckles. Getting himself on base both times here today. Nice stroke there out to right center field off the bat of Jonah on that swing. So here we go, tied up at one apiece. Runners at the corners now for Waupun. Still one down. You got the top of the order. Bryant Ferris coming up to bat.
Buckles with a little pump of the fist on his way to first base.
A little solid.
Yeah, get some excitement going here in the crowd. Like, yeah, hit that one good.
Seen that numerous times over the years for Waupun. The number 9 get things going for you. Showing bunt. That one bounces and easily just that goes up the body of the catcher, Schweitzer. Runners now at second and third base. Waupun being aggressive out there. No hesitation on getting that base over at second base. So
takes that double play out of the thought process.
It's going to stay inside. Makes the count now 2-0. And Kuhn, not all those pitches are they're very far out of the strike zone. He's around the zone. Some are real bad and some are just off the plate. It was a 2-0 pitch. Yeah, it's a strike. Count is now 2-1.
Previous pitch, Ferris kind of he's sticking his elbow out there a little bit. Not afraid to do that.
A lot of ranked teams in their sectional. At number 2, Seymour is at the very top in the top half of the sectional. You're playing Shawano right now. You got number 9 Little Chute, number 10 Wrightstown.
Seymour Thunder.
Yeah, you know that all too well. We're trying to score from third. Ball's punched out there, and Waupun scores. Richter, or I should say Schmidt, coming in hard from third base. And perfectly executed squeeze on that one. Coming in all the way and coming in hard was Trey Schmidt, and he scores. Waupun takes the lead 2-1. That's called taking the lead. Not handed to you. Good job.
That's a nice job with the bunt there by Ferris. Putting it in play, not popping it up. A lot on the line there. Guy bearing down. You got to stay focused. Guy coming down the line, and Schmidt was close to home plate by the time he put that ball in play. And there's a lot of things happening. Catcher's probably yelling. Good focus by Bryant.
Yeah, I loved it. That was perfectly executed. And he was about, within 10 feet of home plate by the time he punched it out there, so he knew the run was going to score. So good job, Bryant doing his job. Just hitting it back out there to let that guy come in.
Move Buckles over to third.
So here we go. Waupun kind of forcing the issue here, taking advantage of what's given to him. A couple of walks to start that inning out after one out. They had 2 walks, so Waupun taking advantage of that situation. Runner at third base, see if we can get another one in. 2 down, and Graham Gopalin up to bat. That one's going to bounce away from the catcher, but not that far away from him, and a good job by Buckhouse. Good decision to stay back where he's at. He's been in some unusual situations already here today with that getting caught off first base and got himself to second because he was so far up the line already, and they threw behind him. Waupun with the lead now, 2-1. Strike on the next pitch into Gopal, and no offer from him. Count is now 1-2 to Graham. And that is hit out towards right field, and that is going to be foul. Count remains 1-2 to Graham. Logan Prawla waiting on deck. Yeah, things all kind of got squished together with that rain day on Tuesday. So playing today, and they will play tomorrow for a regional championship if Waupun wins this game. Waupun girls already scheduled to play tomorrow up at Winneconne against Denmark in the sectionals.
Recognize that car out there in the parking lot?
No.
The one in front of the 2-8, yeah. The little red Subaru.
Oh, okay.
I know that lady in there.
Ooh, that's the swinging just down to the dirt and trying to get a handle on it. Schweitzer and safe. The run's going to come in for Waupun. Mishandled ball by the catcher, and
I think he's going to call him out on interference, I believe.
Oh.
I thought.
They're going to say
yeah,
interference.
he did. He called him out for he was in not in the shoot.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not easy, kind of motioning that way that he was off at the inside the line up first base line.
He didn't kill it dead right away, so it was a little confusing. But yeah, it was. Yeah. That's what he called.
Okay, so we'll take a break right now. Waupun does come up with a couple of runs, and they now lead this game 2-1 after 4 complete. Back with the top of the 5th right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, a lot of discussion after that, but Randy took a look at it. What did you see on there, Randy?
Yeah, I just went back and looked at replay, rewound it, and Gopalin definitely inside, both feet inside, not in the running lane, and proper call by the umpire, calling him out on interference.
Yeah, Travis has been out a couple times discussing it, but
yeah, that's a call that coaches do not like, but it is the correct call. There's a 45-foot lane halfway down to first. And I had a look at it. Gopalin definitely on the brown, completely inside of the lane, and properly called out on the interference.
Okay, so here we go. Number 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order for Plymouth. Waupun finally gets a lead in the ball game with 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Augie Eigenberger up first, followed by Liam O'Toole, and then back to the top of the order with Aiden DeMonk. First pitch into Eigenberger is hit out of play. Just off to the left of us.
2 runs and only 1 hit. Yeah, too many walks by Kuhn. He's hurt himself.
And this one's hit on the ground, snapped up by Logan Prawl, sets and fires the first for the out. Good start for Waupun here in the top half of inning number 5. Liam O'Toole, the left-handed hitter, coming up. He had a sack bunt back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, shout out to my wife Barb out in right field watching from her vehicle.
And she's got to take part in what we used to do. Remember what we used to do? The
Chinese fire drill?
We did the little, the middle of the fifth fire drill. So she's got to get out of the car and do a circle around the car between innings here. So my mom and dad actually did that when they'd always sit out there. This was kind of a nice place to sit out there and watch a game from. And
you'd tell your dad to blink his lights or something. He would have a little double blink, and always fun that they knew they were listening.
Yeah, they liked it out there. It became kind of a thing before all the equipment that they have out there now. But we'd have 9-10 cars out there, and
including a county officer sometimes. Won't name him, but most people know.
One of our super fans. Okay. 2-2 now on Liam O'Toole, number 9 in the batting order, with Aiden DeMunka waiting on deck. Oh, yeah, see a little pitch there, and it's a strikeout on O'Toole. So 2 up and 2 down. That brings us up the top of the order, Aiden DeMunk. He had a single and scored the only run for the Plymouth Panthers back in the 3rd inning.
That was a good pitch right there by Krieger. Solid curveball.
And here's a 2-hopper over to third base over to Graham Gopalin. And gets it across the field over to Potratz to get the out. So a nice little inning there for Waupun. Needed one like that, a 1-2-3 inning, and Waupun hangs on to the lead, leading 2-1 as we head to the bottom of inning number 5. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
Waupun comes up in the bottom of the 5th inning with a 2-1 lead. A nice defensive showing by Waupun at the top of the inning, just a 1-2-3 inning. And coming up for the Warriors, Logan Prawl will start things out. After that, Chase Beam and Jake Krieger, the 3 batters coming up first here for Waupun in the bottom half of inning number 5.
Time to get a few insurance runs right here.
Let's build on that.
Take the pressure off of Krieger a little bit on the mound.
Yeah, you'd like to see a few more runs come in with hits out there coming in instead of the. And we did as Buckhouse, number 9 in the batting order, taking care of business with that nice hit that brought a run in for Waupun. Got the Grandpa Daves out there watching the game. One from Thailand, one from Idaho. This is high in the air. To left center field, I should say, and just a easy little walk over towards that area to haul it in is Jackson Nilitz, their center fielder.
All able to get on base once with a walk in the 3rd inning.
Chase a fly out and a line out so far in the ball game. Nice hit it right on the screws, but right at the center fielder. Back in the 2nd inning.
Skies are getting a little darker off to the west and south. Maybe it is smoke. Maybe it is haze.
Yeah, I did kind of cough out of the blue here, so who knows? He said you guys not supposed to be sitting outside too much, and we sat, this is considered inside because we're getting the air coming in from outside, but so try to stay out of it as much as you can. All the smoke coming from the wildfires in Canada. was fouled out of play over on the right field side.
It's crazy. It's getting to be every year now. Just massive wildfires, and gets in that wind tunnel and comes right down through the Midwest.
That one bounces across the plate. 1-2 the count now on Chase.
I think Barb missed her cue. I didn't see her get out of her vehicle.
She did not circle the vehicle. We're going to keep on talking about her until she does.
There's a good.
Oh, off the glove of the third baseman and out to left field. So well hit ball there from Chase Beam. So runner at first base with one down, and that'll bring up Jake Krieger.
Here comes a courtesy runner.
Got that one. No, I don't.
24. I don't know who that is.
That's
not
not on
even
my list
on our
of this.
roster. No. Usually we see Dirksen run for
24. Yep. Eli Ewert out there now. He's going to take off on the first pitch, and that one's going to be landing in right center field, a base hit, and Ewert heads over to third base, almost stumbling before he got there. Well hit ball off the bat of Jake Krieger. Waupun threatening now, just one down, runners at the corners.
And Krieger will have a courtesy runner as well.
Landon Dirksen, yep. Landon Dirksen coming out to do some running right now for the pitcher Jake Krieger, but it's good to see the bats getting going. A couple of base hits for Waupun in the inning. They got runners at the corners and would like to get some insurance runs here.
Number 23, Redden Redeker.
Conference on the mound with Kuhn along with his catcher Schweitzer. Waupun would love to get at least one run in here to put a little room between them and Plymouth. Bottom of the fifth inning, one down, runners at the corners. You're talking about what they're going to do if he takes off and hits the second base, maybe. Just conceded those lately.
Big part of the game right here. Waupun able to get a couple timely hits. They can put this game, start getting some distance between them and Plymouth Panthers.
That one's going to miss high and tight. Ball one. Yeah, it's a busy time of year, and when the playoffs start, you could do 2, 3, 4 games in a week till everything's done. And after that, I'll take a couple of months off from calling games. Maybe catch the playoffs for the Legion team like we normally do. It's kind of the same route. This is going to be chopped over towards third base. That is going to score a run. They do get the out at first, but that does bring in the run from third base. And Waupun gets one of those insurance runs.
Hard to come by today, the runs.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. They're
Okay, so 2 down. Runner at second base. Dirksen out there. And it's going to go up the catcher's glove, and that's going to allow a easy base. A runner over at third base for Waupun. And Richter up to bat. See if he can get that run in from third base with 2 down. 3-1 ball game in favor of Waupun.
Cole Kuhn, he's been his own worst enemy at times here, just struggling to stay in the strike zone, getting behind in the count. It's been his biggest issue.
Low on the next pitch. Yeah, here we go again. 3-0 count.
Guess that's, I mean, he looks like he has good stuff. He's got a little pop on his fastball, but the fact that he can't throw strikes is probably why he hasn't had more success this season.
That one down to the dirt. 4 straight balls thrown by Kuhn, and that puts runners now at the corners.
Smoke's getting to you.
I think it is. It's a kind of weird little thing because I really don't feel like I got a cold or anything going on. Just that happened the other night watching baseball. Sitting out there with Jack Nickel watching our grandson and great-grandson out there for Jack. Little Johnny out there. Yeah, both of them started coughing there.
Not much wind. Flag hanging straight down now.
Schmidt offers on the first one, but fouls it out of play. Waupun getting that little extra run in there to take a 2-run lead in the ball game, leading 3-1. And you win this game for Waupun, you'll be playing right here again tomorrow for the regional championship. It's going to miss off the plate. And the winner will be playing the winner of the Campbellsport hosting Xavier game. That's the number 3 seed Campbellsport and number 6 seed Xavier. I love the way they do sectionals. We've seen some pretty exciting days when they do sectionals, playing all 3 games in one day. And it's Waupaca, the site for the sectionals.
Landon Richter takes off, steals second base.
That would be next week, Tuesday, that they do that. 4 teams heading over there, and only one will be there at the end of the day to head to the state tournament. It's an exciting day. That's going to go off the glove of the catcher. That's going to score Schmidt. I should say Dirksen from third base. So that brings another run. We'll take it. Whichever way you can get them.
Yeah, Dirksen, the young guy, no hesitation, getting to third on a good jump on a bad ball, and then scoring easily there.
He's a baseball guy. That's just second nature for him. No hesitation. Got some nice moments here during the varsity season, doing some base running, but also some timely hits that he's had I saw earlier in the season. And Schmidt has offered a walk. And
we're going to get a trip to the mound, a quick trip to the mound.
Okay, so we're going to go to commercial break right now. Looks like a pitching change here at the Gus. Back after this, Waupun now leading 4-1. Waupun Warrior Baseball on Radio Plus.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street in Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
We are back, and a new pitcher on the mound, tall right-handed pitcher Aiden Krebsbach, a junior. Steps to the mound now for the Panthers.
Krebsbach, he's having a hard time keeping his hat on. Almost every warm-up pitch, his hat's flown off.
Never happens to me. Mine's on just like I'm going to have an aneurysm. It's on there so tight. There's no loose hats on my head. So here we go, and there's a guy that's having himself a nice little game. Jonas Buckholz coming up, had that RBI single. He's also walked in the game. He's been on a couple times in the ball game.
Able to get to third both times, and
I'm going to go for it this time, and that one bounces into second late. Runners stay right where they're at now. Runners at second and third. 2 down. Couple runs in the fourth inning, 2 runs in the fifth inning. Waupun takes a 4-1 lead.
New guy in the game, and no hesitation, take off on the first pitch. Didn't even see if he had a move or not.
Here goes the hat, and makes the count now 1-1.
You can see why they ended up 4-7 in the conference and that. I mean, their pitching staff's just not that good. They haven't been able to get ahead on batters.
Fastball misses high.
A lot of extra movement when he comes to the plate. Opening up early. Ball sailed on him that particular pitch.
A little late on the swing on the next pitch had Jonas Buckholz. 2-2 the count with 2 down. Runners at second and third. Big opportunity. See if Jonas can get a hold of one like he did his last at bat back in the fourth inning. It's a nice stroke there that brought in a run for Waupun.
Line drive to right center by Buckholz.
Comes the 2-2 pitch from Krebsbach. And that's bounced over towards short and mishandled by the shortstop. And that is going to bring a run in because couldn't gather fast enough, and runner safe at first base. Some of the other parts of the defense for Plymouth falling apart with a few errors. And Brian Ferris coming up now. The 8th batter of the inning for Waupun.
Credit Trey Schmidt. He sort of held up and he let that ball go right, kind of blocking the shortstop from seeing the ball clearly, and hopped over it.
That's kind of what they're taught to do, right? If you get that opportunity, kind of times out, right? Hesitate a little bit and throw off that shortstop if he can, and it did.
Yeah, the good ones will play through it, but that one, Schmidt just doing the right thing there, and he, as you said, kind of blocking the view of the shortstop. Ball got on him a little quick and ate him up.
Runner goes. Snap throw to third base, and nice job by the third baseman not letting that thing go out to left field on the line. A little off the mark. Probably lucky it wasn't on the mark. It could have been a tag out over at third. 5-1 Waupun. 3 runs there in the inning. Again with runners in scoring position at second and third. Again, missing, and again, pitching problems for Plymouth.
Yeah, Krebsbach, he's really fallen off towards first base.
Yeah. So
I mean, when he gets the leg kick, he's already leaning back, and he's got some mechanic issues.
Call strike on the next pitch.
Ferris was about to toss the bat away, thinking it might have been ball 4.
That was a 3-1 pitch from Krebsbach. Some heat on that one, a swing and a miss. Right, battling up there right now. See if we can get those 2 runs in for us right now. Yeah, he's popped up near the fence, but it's going to make it out of play. Count 3-2 yet.
Brian Ferris, he had that really nice sack bunt, suicide bunt.
Yeah, that was perfectly executed.
As good as you could do it. was fun to watch.
Great job by Trey Schmidt just taking off, and he was coming hard into home plate. And Brian, all he had to do was put that thing in play, and he did with one down and put it out there to bring that run in.
That was a key run at that time, yes. Put Waupun up 2-1 at that point.
Slow hit over to a backhanded stop and bobbled by the shortstop, and wheels kind of falling off right now for the Plymouth Panthers. Schmidt comes in, and Waupun now leading 6-1.
I think we're going to call that a base hit just from the fact I don't think he would have been able to throw Ferris out from in the hole.
Yeah.
Aaron Potrat's agreeing with us there. Over the PA calling it a base hit.
Kind of usual situation here with runners at the corners for Waupun. Probably soon be a runner over at second base. Soon to be one there.
And Krebsbach, big kick. He's slow to the plate.
Bryant takes off. Another throw. Again, the other one's going to get past the third baseman. That's going to bring another run in. Buckles will score, and Waupun's going to see if we can get a couple across the plate on that bad throw down to third base. Oh, and Ferris scores and celebrates. We're getting the point keeps on going like this. We could be done after 5 innings. It's crazy how the turn of events. And kind of flirted with that earlier with a bad throw and a good job of the third baseman to stop it a few throws ago, but that one made it past third base, and Ferris, he knows nothing but just to go all out all the time, and he scores all the way from second base on that because they just kind of took their time getting the ball.
You could almost say he scored from first because he was on the steal at the time.
That's
he was
right.
Stealing second, ball was thrown to third. He just kept right on going.
Waupun just pulling away here. Definitely not a thing of beauty here, but Waupun commanding lead now, up 8-1.
Pitching an issue for Plymouth. A little bit of defensive issues. The wheels coming off right now. Waupun with a nice, comfortable lead at this point.
Yeah, this is the 9th batter of the inning with Graham Gopalan stepping to the plate. Yeah, 3 base hits, a couple walks, some errors. Mounting up here against Plymouth.
Plymouth pitching staff as a whole, Kuhn and Krebsbach, been behind in the count all day long. It's not a good way to win ball games.
That's the inside part of the plate on that pitch. And Randy and I will be making the trip up to Winneconne tomorrow for girls softball as they take on Denmark, the sectional championship in Division II. Graham didn't know where to go to get out of the way of that one. Makes it now a 3-1 count.
As you said, Denmark, a hot team right now, beating the number 1 ranked team in the state and the number 3 ranked team in the state to get to that sectional final.
And they did it convincingly. They won 9-3 against the undefeated team, 26-0 coming into that game, Fox Valley Lutheran, and beat them 9-3. The game before that, you knock off the number 3 ranked team in the state with Luxembourg Casco. So, yeah, they're playing great ball. I think Waupun's peaking at the right time with the softball team. 2-hopper over to shortstop. A throw to first base is in time to get the up and up before Waupun does some damage. 6 runs come in the inning, and they now lead this game 8-1. Be back with the top of the 6th coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Okay, welcome back to the Gus in Waupun. Waupun taking advantage of some sketchy defense and pitching, but also stringing a few hits together to get themselves 6 runs in the bottom half of inning number 5. And now lead this game 8-1 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
Jake Krieger still on the mound. I don't know what his pitch count is at right now.
Will Krebsbach steps to the plate. So far, he's got on with a fielder's choice and has flown out to left field. His first pitch misses off the plate. And ball 1.
Called strike.
What do you call it?
Delayed call, but yes, called strike.
Yikes. I'm not saying anything yet.
I was listening to the Burr game on the radio last night, and they were frustrated by I did not see it on television.
Yeah, a little one hopper hit right at Diddy over at second base and picking up thrown to first.
But the radio crews for the Brewers game, they were frustrated by the home plate umpire. He was so deliberate and so slow on his calls, and they were guessing wrong about every third pitch and whether it was a ball or a strike, and not getting an indication for about 3 or 4 seconds after the pitch. And not good for media people.
No. Jackson Nylitz, right-handed hitter, back to the plate and right underneath his arms for ball 1. Yeah, that does mess you up. And that one looked like it was a ball to me, too. It looked like it was well outside. That didn't help, the whole appearance of that. Next one's going to miss low. 2-0 the count for Jake. Yeah, we were well over 120 at one time, about 99, 103 computers logged on right now watching the games. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgood with me. We've got Cam, video stream team, the one-man gang over there taking care of the video business here.
Thanks for joining us on the radio if you're doing that. 103.3 and AM 1170. Great way to follow along if you're in the vehicle. Ooh.
Got a missing persons alert, too. I haven't seen Colby for quite a while, so I'm not sure where he is. But Colby handled all our video stuff on the first game here today, at least the switching part of it.
We'll take Cam anytime.
Oh, yeah, he's hired. He's going to be on the crew all the time. So runner at first, 1 down, 8-1 lead for Waupun here in this regional semifinal.
If you're Jake Krieger at this point, you just want to throw strikes, stay ahead.
Challenges him on the next pitch. Swing and a miss for Kuhn. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're up to walk-wise for Plymouth, but they definitely have given a lot of free passes in the ball game. This is on the next pitch. You know, a couple, like I said, Grandpa Dave's out there, one in Idaho, one out in Thailand. And this is hit high in the air out towards left field, and Trey Schmidt ranges back and hauls it in. Runner returns back to first base. Those are kind of fun ones to go back, and the ones we got to run a little ways to get it, just easily go back there and get it right by the fence.
I have Waupun down for 9 walks in this game, so Plymouth has issued 9
Yikes.
free passes, and it's going to be tough to win when you do that.
That was Jake's first walk. God, Jake's first walk for Waupun. So, yep, other end of the spectrum. Nice pitching performance by Jake Krieger. Curveball on that one fouled off. The bat of Brett Shutter.
Especially at the high school level or this age level or maybe even younger. If you start getting into like the 14-year-olds, it's just, you don't have to be overpowering. You don't have to have the greatest stuff. Just don't walk people and don't make mistakes.
And watching my 12-year-old doing a little pitching this year, and they got a really good 12-year-old team. They've done well in tournaments against club teams and everything out there, and it's just a bunch of Waupun guys. But they've got some guys that are just simply throwing strikes, trying to hit some locations, and a couple guys claim they have some curveballs. I don't think I've seen anything curveball a whole lot with most of them that say they have that, but
probably more of a change of speed than anything at that age.
Which I think is the most effective thing, changing the speed and understand the position. If you're ahead 0-2, don't throw anything right down the middle and make them chase something, and simple things like that.
I think Landon Richter actually has the best ERA on the team. It's a limited innings that he's thrown, but there's a kid that doesn't overpower people. He just throws strikes.
And pop up on Landon Potrat's calling off everybody to haul it in for the third out, and Waupun shuts the door on Plymouth here in the top of the sixth inning. Come back right after this with the bottom of the sixth inning. Coming your way next on Radio Plus Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Okay, we are back, and Waupun does a great job top of the sixth inning, keeping Plymouth off the board. 8-1 lead now for the Warriors in this regional semifinal matchup. Steve Witterhack with you along with Randy Armga.
Did not realize it, but that was, as Aaron pointed out, Krieger's first walk of the game, and Plymouth has 9 free passes to the Waupun Warriors. That's really the biggest point of this game, I would say.
Yeah. Logan coming up now. Walked, he's flown out. Grounded out so far, looking for his first base hit of the game. And that number 3 slot for the Waupun Warriors. Fastball misses high for ball 1.
Krebsbach's hat flies off once again. And I'll tell you what, that's because of all the, he's really herky-jerky up there, and he seems a little off balance. That's what creates that.
You're right, too, when they're taking that step towards first base on that side of the field, and that's a bad position to be in.
Yeah, he's not staying in line at all when he comes to the plate. His driving off, his front foot, his left foot is ending up way off line.
Kind of thrown away from your body then when you come through and get the accuracy. This is on the next pitch, makes the count 3-0.
Those are things you would think you'd have cleaned up by early in the season. Some mechanics.
Yeah, this is inside, and 4 straight balls thrown to Logan Prawl. Doesn't get a chance to swing the bat, so he'll go to first base. So you got some good speed on the bases with Logan. And that'll bring up Chase Beam.
10th walk issued in this game.
Yeah,
that's a killer.
Key number right there.
Yeah, that is the key number of this game.
So So leadoff runner on for the Warriors. Well in control of the game now, 8-1. Prowl drawing the attention of the catcher. Showed he's going to throw it down there, but didn't do it. Dove back in.
Ball went on the scoreboard, but the umpire called it a strike.
Another strike to Beam. Oh, and 2 the count now to Chase. Yeah, Logan's going to go. And that one's just knocked down by the catcher. Prowl safe over at second base. 1-2 the count to Beam. Here we go. 1-2 the count now to Chase. I'm looking just to take care of business here today and work their way into tomorrow for the regional championship. Be right here at the Gus.
Not sure if we'll have coverage on that.
We're not 100% sure on.
Yeah, we don't have enough video crews to get to all the places that need to be. Too many quality teams in our listening area.
There's a Lamira against Laconia. Is that a softball game or baseball game that they're at? I know it's Laconia and Lamira, but I'm not sure. I don't have the bracket for that.
I'm guessing that would be baseball.
Laconia definitely on our radar too, with them having such a great season. They didn't hear any result from them from yesterday, so don't have all the brackets for that. And that's going to be knocked down a little bit by the first baseman. Good hard hit from Beam. Got himself runners now at the corners.
Knocked down by the first baseman and no coverage from the pitcher, Aiden Kresbach. He's got to get over there immediately when that ball's hit to the right side. Eward back in to run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice hard hit ball, good contact on that one from Beam. All the first baseman can do is just kind of knock it down a little bit and see if he can get some help from his teammates.
Second baseman was over there to cover, but nobody to throw it to.
So Krieger steps to the plate. A nice single and scored back in the 5th inning. Throw to second. That's going to be a little off the mark. And safe at second now is Ewert. There's now at second and third base for Waupun. Nobody out yet.
Ewert, he runs well.
He's an athlete. That guy's a very good football player, a very good basketball player. And
there's exactly what we were talking about earlier. A little confusion with the home plate umpire and whether he's calling balls and strikes. He's trying to get everybody to, including the scoreboard, to get in tune with him.
Shortstop playing up on the edge of the grass. And now that is hit out towards left center field. Going to drop in. That's going to score maybe a couple of runs, or not just one run. Prowl comes in, and Ewert holds up at third base. Jake getting himself another base hit.
Number 23, Brennan Redeker.
Opportunity for Waupun maybe to end it here in the bottom of the 6th, not have to have Krieger go out in the 7th inning to get those last 3 outs.
Yeah, through 4 innings, he didn't think that could possibly happen in the game, but then just that disastrous 6th inning for Plymouth. Waupun scores 6 runs and now sitting up 9-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Dirksen in for Krieger. He might steal. Yeah, he's going to.
This is going to get past the catcher. That's going to score a run, and Dirksen's going to make it all the way from first over to third base. Fine, looking to try to get this thing done in 6.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll tell you what, save your staff from potential injury. Let Krieger get out of here with a nice victory. Waupun's going to win this game either way, but I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be would be just fine to end this thing early.
Make sure to listen tomorrow morning on the morning show, and it'll be on the air tomorrow from 7 o'clock until noon. But at about 7:35 and 8:35, we have look at the Prep Sports Update with Nick Rush, and you'll have some highlights from this game, and you'll have some segments from interviews for this game and that Waupun Lady Warrior softball game from earlier today. And that is going to be the end of the ball game as it bounces off the second baseman. That allows Dirksen to score, and that is the end of the game. Waupun's going to win this game 11-1. And they'll move on to the regional championship coming up tomorrow against the winner of the Campbellsport hosting Xavier game. So we'll come back with a few interviews and wrap up the game here fairly quickly back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Have you got your ducks in a row these days? Probably a great idea to call Allphase.
Lucky, that was pretty great. However, not those ducts. Your air ducts. Hi, this is Jackie with Allphase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, Columbia, and Green Lake counties. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. It's best to get them cleaned now. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrids tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement. Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top raw and roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop Cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week.
And our good buddy Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Perfect patio up and rolling here. Steve, talk about that for us.
It's nice outside. You should sit outside, have a beer, have some food. It's a great place to hang out on the weekends, even the evenings. So come check it out. It's a nice place to sit.
Taking a look at, of course, your menu, lunch daily, 11 o'clock, right?
11 o'clock every day. Full menu. Fish fry all day on Friday. Great pizzas, great wraps, great burgers. Come down, check it out. There's always some specials going on. And then 16 tap lines of really good beer.
Yeah, taking a peek at some of these tap lines here. Perfect summer beverage needs.
Yeah, we've switched it over from our fall offering. It's gone lighter. It's gone fruitier. We've got a couple stuff stashed in the cooler in reserve. So come down and drink some of these lines open so we get some of this new beer on.
Friday fish fry coming up Friday. That starts at 11 o'clock too.
11 o'clock on Friday. Call in early for your carryouts because they fill up quickly. So if you want to call in at 11 o'clock for a 5 o'clock carryout, go for it.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the Gus. Waupun with a victory here in the regional semifinal, knocking off Plymouth by a score of 11-1 in 6 innings. And I got a couple players here. We got Jonas Buckles joining us right now, and I tell you, it's kind of nice when you get a number 9 guy that contributes like you did today. Got a walk and also had a really nice base hit that got Waupun scoring. So just talk about your job as the number 9 hitter.
I go out there and get some base hits.
Yeah, well, you did a great job on doing what they asked of you there today too. Solid with that. And how do you think your team's playing right now as you get further into the tournament?
Oh, I think we're going to do really good. We started out a little slow coming into this game, but we had a few days off, a week. I thought we battled back and played hard.
Okay, well, I thought you had a really nice game. Got Waupun going at a time when they needed it. So thanks a lot. Great team.
Thank you.
Jonas Buckles joining us, and we're going to move over now to Jake Krieger. And a nice game with the bat today. Got a couple of hits out there. How'd that feel? It looked like one of those that feels pretty good off the bat. One of your hits you had with the line drive.
Yeah, definitely good to get the bat rolling in the playoffs, especially when our hits have been pretty scarce lately. So, yeah, been feeling good lately. Got to keep the hot streak rolling.
You play coming up tomorrow right away, and a game tomorrow. You don't know who your opponent is yet, but where's the team at right now? You think can you make a little run here in the postseason?
I really hope so. It looks like we'll have Xavier tomorrow, from what I've heard. So a little bit of an upset there over Campbell Sport, but I really like what we're doing right now. I mean, especially after tonight. I mean, boys are buzzing, we're rolling right now. So just gotta keep the hot streak going,
Yeah, it looks like you had good control. Only one walk. I think they had double figures walks for Plymouth here tonight. But when you had that one walk, that was the only one you had in the ball game. So it looked like you had pretty good control of all your pitches here today.
Yeah, definitely getting ahead of those counts really helped me kind of control that bat. And you kind of noticed in that the third inning there, I started getting behind in my counts, and they ended up putting one up on the board. But yeah, just keeping the control really helps you control the game.
Well, Jake, another great game. Been fun watching you these years. So congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Jake Krieger joining us, and we're gonna send it back up to Randy up on top, and he's going to talk a little bit about the game and the stats. And again, Waupun winning 11-1. Send it up to Randy.
Okay, we're going to keep it right here, Cam, and continuing with Jake Krieger. He actually threw a two-hitter tonight. Only 4 strikeouts, but a two-hitter. He kept the ball in play in the one walk, and that was critical because I think Plymouth walked 10 Waupun hitters tonight. Offensively for Waupun, Bryant Ferris 1 for 3. He scored a run. Graham Gopal 0 for 3. He did not score. Logan Prawl 0 for 2, but he did score a run after he was walked. Chase Beam 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Jake Krieger 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Brennan Redeker 0 for 4 on the night. Landon Richter, he was 1 for 1, and he scored twice in this game. Trey Schmidt was 0 for 1, but he also scored twice in these games after those 2 walks. And Jonas Buchholz, as you heard, he was 1 for 2, and he also scored a run. So again, Waupun moves on. They play tomorrow right here at Waupun. I believe that would be a 4:45 or a 5 o'clock start. And they are victorious today against the conference foe Plymouth, 11-1. Thanks to Cam for taking care of everything. On behalf of Steve Winterick, myself, this is Radio Plus Sports. Thanks for tuning in.